Winston lined up wide to the left as Hill takes the snap. Inside the 10, the 5, touchdown!
Right back around to make an open place for Jameis Winston.
31-yard connection. Winston on first and goal to the end zone. Touchdown, Michael Thomas.
Laser. It almost went right through A.J. Terrell. I mean, it's good position, but wow.
First and goal from the Atlanta 9. Winston throws, end zone, touchdown! It's Thomas again!
Kenny, this is as good as it gets.
What he does here if they score.
See if they score. Winston taps the ball, throws end zone, and he's got a touchdown. There is Thomas in traffic.
15 yards of field.
Here's Ingram from the 5-yard line, in for the touchdown. First score of the day for the Saints. With 105 receiving yards after not having a catch coming into the game. Jameis into the end zone, caught. Are you serious? Marquez Callaway just snagged that out of the air.
12th play of the drive. Dalton looking, end zone, juggling catch made. Chris Olave with the touchdown. In the last 6 years.
Run it downhill.
Here he is. Murray looking, fighting, churning, dragging Vikings in for the touchdown.
I'm talking about, Kev, that's just good old-fashioned.
Hill to the right. Got a block. To the end zone. Touchdown. Saints take the lead.
Kamara already 34 yards on 8 carries. Back to Taysom Hill. Hill up the middle and in. The Wildcat quarterback Taysom Hill scores the touchdown. Hill back in at quarterback, and Dwayne Washington checks in at running back. He's got a block for Hill, and Hill yet again strolls in. His second rushing touchdown of the first half. Well, Dalton needs 9 yards here. Instead, he says, how about a touchdown? Here we go. How about that? And his first pass is a beauty for a touchdown to Adam Troutman. He's played running back, tight end, wide receiver, special teams in his career. And oh yeah, don't forget, he was originally a quarterback. And that means they're going to run it with Hill. This is worked every time, and now he's gone. It's a foot race, but the speed of Woolen, will he get there? No! Touchdown! A 60-yard scamper for Taysom Hill.
And that's what makes it so challenging.
Dalton is back in at quarterback now. He throws the slant into the end zone and touchdown, Traquan Smith.
Now he spends most of his time in the quarterback room as a quarterback.
This is Rashid Shaheed, and Shaheed breaking inside the 10 to the 5, touchdown.
Mark Ingram is the running back on 2nd and 11. Play action. Dalton hangs in the pocket. Dalton going for it. All throws caught. Shaheed for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. 10.5 to go to halftime. Caught by Hill, and he will barrel his way into the end zone.
It takes so much pressure off of him and how much more effective he can be.
Blitz coming, picked up, caught down the sideline, and working his way is Jawan Johnson. Dalton turning and making the grab. Jawan Johnson in the end zone.
But that's where the versatility of Jawan Johnson.
12th time this year, and they've allowed 12 touchdowns. Dalton to Kamara. Kamara takes it, and a touchdown. They just ruled it. A touchdown. Alvin Kamara from 3 yards away. 1st and 15, Dalton. It's Kamara. Oh, he's going to take it in. He lunged. Touchdown. Touchdown, Kamara. Down as Kamara extends that ball across the goal line. Andy Dalton, 16-23. It's Kamara with room to roam. Here he goes. He breaks the tackle coming in from Harmon and scores for the 3rd time today.
Only 3 third-down conversions all game for the Saints. Still looking for their first touchdown. Humphrey was coming on the blitz. Jawan Johnson makes the catch. They're saying this is a live play, and he's in for the touchdown.
Right there at the end, he's coming in rather than finish off the play.
I mean, that to me looks like he's out.
I got a slice of green in there.
Yeah.
Dalton has a man. It's Johnson again. He's caught it again for another touchdown. And the Saints are right back in this game.
They can still pick up a first down without reaching the end zone. The throw goes to the end zone. Jawan Johnson, touchdown, his 5th in the last 5 games. From the Rams' 7-yard line, Dalton throws, end zone, touchdown, Jarvis Landry.
There's Olave right there if they have time, because Aaron Donald's going to be bearing down on him.
3rd down and 9. Dalton heaves this one downfield. It is caught and taken in by Olave for a Saints touchdown. 52 yards.
2nd and 9. Little pump fake, and then to the near side, Hill. Taysom Hill, touchdown, Saints.